All right. What's working now? I want to make sure I'm respectful of everybody's time. So what's working now? So this is probably a really cool secret weapon, map ads. So in any local, particularly a purchase related intent search, Google shows the map, or what we call the 3-pack, and it's a map with 3 pins. Typically, there is now a way to show an ad in here, depending on what keywords are searched. So the really cool thing about this is you get it in the first spot. So you actually surpass the 3 guys that actually rank for that. And then your ad shows up in there above all of them. It is denoted as an ad. Most people ignore it. But here's the thing, for our clients, overall window treatments and awning clients, 60 to 70% of their leads are coming from the map section. So they're ranking in this 3-pack a result. If they're not ranking in the 3-pack, they're running an ad to show up in this 3-pack. This is where most of the leads are coming from. And the reason for that is most people are searching on mobile now, and most mobile users tend to make their decisions from the 3-pack. They'll look at these results. They'll look at, in this case, what do we got here? So we've got Sunshine as the ad, 76 reviews. Then we've got Hilson with 3 reviews, A Shade Company, 8 reviews, and Shades and More with no reviews. So just from a social proof standpoint, Sunshine is obviously the one to choose, right? Just from that, outside of the other things, the fact that they're first, the fact that it has all the stars, things like that. So definitely, first of all, work on optimizing your Google business profile if you haven't done that. But secondly, consider running ads specifically in the map section. The problem with this is you don't always get to choose showing up in those ads. You can set up your campaign to do it if it's an option. And in some cases, they will show up. Sometimes they won't. It took me a couple searches to find this screenshot even, but works great. The other thing you can do here is, even if you are ranking in the 3-pack, you could run an ad and then you're 2 of the 4 options. That can be a great use of a budget, I would think. Video pre-roll targeting. I mentioned this already, doing some sort of video ads before somebody watches their favorite YouTube their favorite YouTube video. They could see some sort of a pre-roll. You could also do this as a retargeting. So somebody who already came to your website, and then you want to show those ads when they get on YouTube, things like that. Larry, where do you set map ads up from? I do not know the answer to that off the top of my head. It's part of a regular campaign, but there's a couple settings where you can set that. If you want to shoot me an email, will@wcrada.com. I will ask my pay-per-click team and get a little bit more specifics on that for you. I'll put it into the chat here. Shoot me over an email and I'll get that answer for you for sure. I did mention earlier on other platforms, definitely worth looking into some of these other platforms. Like I said, with Yelp, some people love them, some people hate them. I'm on the hate them side, but from an ad standpoint, some people run a lot of money through Yelp because it's $1 in, $3 comes out or something like that. In some cases, a guy in New York once said they have mafia style tactics. So there are definitely downsides to that, but there's other platforms that are just as good, if not better. Probably the runner up when it comes to pay-per-click ads is Facebook, and specifically Facebook retargeting or remarketing. If you're familiar with retargeting, somebody visits one of your properties, typically that's your website. You put some sort of a cookie or something on their site. Then later on, they go to Facebook and they see your ad, right? So they see your ad because were already visiting some page on your site. These work really well. They can be very, very cheap. I also mentioned earlier on something that's really cool, Email Boomerang. This is a system that we've developed where you're running an ad to drive people to some sort of a landing page or page. And then we've got a system that actually reverse engineers who that person is, finds their email address, sends them a message, and adds them to your contact list. Can get a little creepy, right? Because I'm all of a sudden I'm on a website and then I get an email from the owner saying, "Hey, thanks for visiting my website." But it works absolutely fantastically. We tend to put a 10-minute delay in there. So in other words, they visit your website 10 minutes later, they get an email saying, "Hey, thanks for visiting my website." Not as creepy, but a great way to build an audience of people that you could upload to these different platforms for targeting and build your newsletter contact list bigger as well.